Look at him, Hangar 079. We are now not in my hangar, but we are just stopping by.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Levski. And I gotta say, sometimes when you go somewhere, you know your kind of people are there.
Been delivered to the following locations. Please visit us again.
Levski is a place I would hang out. These are my kind of bros. A little counterculture, well-meaning, overwhelming odds against them, fighting the good fight. Yeah. If you're like that, you're my dude. So what we're doing is we're just gonna load up some cargo and fly it back to Stanton, of all places. Taking my Constellation Andromeda, which is a ship I've grown to love. Every time I take it out, I'm glad I did that. The thing I'm missing though is the stuff I bought here at Levski, because you can't come out here and not bring things back to decorate your hangar with. I'll show you what I got. These are the things I actually would have bought if I were here. I would buy a cute plant, a cute Star Kitten coffee mug for my daughter. This mug, which looks almost exactly like one that my mom gave me when she was in college. No, wait, scratch that. She gave me the mug she used in college when I went away to college. I still have it. 20-sided die because nerd. This awesome Krabs shirt. This cool mug. These awesome Doc Martens. This cool black long sleeve shirt because that's actually my personal style that I wear like all the fucking time. This cool jacket. What's this? Frontier pants? I mean, they're called Frontier pants. And these are all the things we're gonna bring home. So I'm gonna throw my helmet on. Do I have any water? Because I'm getting a little thirsty apparently. Yes. Not that bad. I wish there was a recycling bin because of these like space hippies or whatever, but you know, I'll just leave that there. Now we're gonna go to the freight elevator and start loading some stuff and just kind of get on with it. So, if you're like me, well, first off, if you are, I apologize, that sucks. But if you are, you're going to be going to a source citizen universe thinking, where would I hang out? Where would I put my house? I will tell you, I would hang out here. This would be where all my friends were. It would be the Levski. Where would I hang out? I think Orson would be my hometown. I would probably move to New Babbage because Space Toronto. But I'd hang out here. Or, you know, maybe Microtech might be more like a Space Boston. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's all cold. I'm gonna go with Space Toronto. My Toronto friends in Toronto, you guys know how to run a damn city, I gotta tell you. I miss it. I lived there for a couple years. It was fucking great. What a cool city. Lake effect snow though, or lake effect wind, yo. If you have not experienced that, you don't even realize. Like, my friends in Chicago, Buffalo, Toronto, Detroit, I think you guys get that too. That's no fucking joke. It's really rough. Like, that's the kind of wind that, like, physically attacks you. It has fingers and, like, finds the seams in your, like, awesome jacket. And, makes you cold from the bones out. It's really special. It's not the worst thing in the world. You can dress for it to varying degrees, but, like, damn. Like, once you felt that, like, it's... You'll have a new fear. It's pretty special. And I'm saying that as a Florida guy who actually loves cold weather. That's right. Florida man loves cold weather. Alright, so we're going to take these 3 crates here from Levski, and then, I guess the audio-visual equipment, which makes sense, because these, like, freaking space hippies are... No, these are not space hippies. These are, like, space libertarians. There's some overlap in that Venn diagram. Or their souvenirs. I don't know. But we're going to take those 3 crates. Party favors, maybe? I don't know. And what we're doing is we're going to go to... first, we're going to get out of this chair. I want to make sure my helmet's on. I think these readouts on the bottom left are like environmental ones and not like how my guy is doing. He needs his helmet on. Yeah. There we go. That'll help. We are on an asteroid, after all. Alright, and we're going to go to, the final delivery point is, I think, Area 18 in our corp. So we're going to do like a grand tour. Levski. And Seraphim Station in orbit around Crusader, and then the final destination this evening will be Area 18. If you've ever been to El Paso, or Juarez, you know the writing that's on the side of the mountain in Juarez. It says when I was there anyway, it said La Biblia es la verdad, léela, which means the Bible is the truth. Read it. But when you read it as an English speaker, it says La Biblia es la verdad, lila, like léela, like is like read it in Spanish, but like. Looks like Leela from like Futurama. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna track this contract. We're gonna go to Seraphim Station. Okay, we're getting distilled spirits. The rest is all gonna come from Seraphim. Cool, no probs. We got you covered, bros. We're gonna need to first navigate to the Stanton system. Zoom Izzle or Owlable or whatever. How do you say out in speak? Maybe it's best not to make that attempt. Stand gateway. Got a nice course. not too adventurous. I just kind of want to chill this session. Quick quantum jump to the gateway, and then we'll do the jump drive thing, which is super fun. Like doing this stuff like routinely. Look, I'm an original backer. When I just gonna be quiet for a second. When I first backed Star Citizen, it was a twinkle in Chris Roberts' eye. Right? It was like a spiritual successor to Wing Commander, and I was like, hell yeah, man, you got my money. You've given me so much, you know. He's a cool guy, you know, a true believer in, you know, the same kinds of cool, fun space things that I love. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Here's $60 or whatever. And look at the rabbit hole we're in now. Bought a lot of shit. But it's because I believe in what I think. From the get-go, I was like, okay, this guy, yes, I would love to see Chris Roberts make more things, because everything I've picked up with his name on it has been amazing. I'm not counting the Wing Commander movie, but, you know, I'm talking about games. I'm like, hell yeah, man, you made my life better. Here's $60. And then the Kickstarter went ape shit, and you know, it just escalated from there. You know, here we are. It's pretty special, and it's been since 2012. It's significant, man. But for how many years did we just like? The only thing we can do is play Arena Commander, right? Or just we had the hangar module, or we could just like call spaceships up into our hangar and look at them and walk around them and get in the cockpit and flip switches, maybe, but not actually do anything with them. And stare at that hangar door and just think, one day we're gonna get to go through that hangar. We're gonna be able to like turn on our ship, watch that door open, and reveal space or a planet or whatever, and just be able to fly through it. Just longingly staring at that fucking hangar door, like. And you know, here we are. Where's my TVI? There it is. Yeah, I don't know how many minutes or hours or whatever I would just walk around my M50 and just go sit in the cockpit and think how cool it would be to power that beautiful machine up and watch those hangar doors open in front of me and just boost out at full speed to whatever adventures may be out there. Or this here Andromeda in its previous form. It didn't always look like this. This is like the second or third or whatever iteration of the Constellation Andromeda. You know, one thing they haven't messed with is the exterior of the M50. It's perfection. You don't fuck with it. But I'm gonna be quiet once I actually get into the jump point, because I want to focus on not hitting the walls. But being able to do this is like maybe my 5th time jumping, and I still consider this to be extremely special. Just very cool to be able to do this. dudes. I've waited over 10 years to be able to do that, guys. We are, if you've been here that long, or if you're more recently joining, more likely. Just know that this is something special.
Drive is now.
Look, we're hurtling through. It's an in-system jump, which even now, like, as misty as I get about this stuff, these quantum jumps from one, within one planetary system to another. One moon to another, one place in orbit around a planet. As routine as these have become, they still get me a little choked up. Not choked up. The gravity of this situation is not lost on me. Look at this. How about it? Look, we can do this without even worrying about getting ejected into space. So, my first quantum jump was a 325A, and I dared get out of the seat and walk around, and naturally the ship ejected me out into the void while I continued to hurtle at relativistic speeds onto whatever destination I had. Doing what I'm doing right now was not a good idea. You were going to glitch. You were going to get fucked up. I'm not going to open these. I don't trust it that much, but what I'm saying is this game has come from literally nothing. It invented everything it has, everything it is doing right. Every innovation, every bolt, everything you see, everything you hear, everything you experience has been built from scratch by a team of true innovators. And that is the risk of Star Citizen is something that major studios are willing to undertake. So if you're supporting this game for watching it, or even if you're just curious, this is different. It is no mere game. It is a game, it is a simulation, it's all of these things, but there's more to it. This is the closest thing cooking right now that I am aware of that is anywhere near the likes of, on the scale of innovation, creativity, and drive, the just sincere need to create something new out of nothing. The only comparable mind I'm aware of in recent memory would be Walt Disney. To my experience, Star Citizen is the only thing that compares. This is a new reality. This is something that's built with risk and drive and passion and ideas. And that's something that I think is in short supply. This is no mere game. It's so much more. Let me come back to reality here because I'm pointing at the wrong base. We're going to have to
Quantum drive is now off.
put the quantum drive at the correct place here at Seraphim Station. Give it some time to cool down from my hot bullshit. How many times on my stream do I say, hey, this is something special? Well, I believe it.
Drive is now. Quantum drive is now
Seraphim Station has become my operational base, my home away from home.
Overdrive is now. Overdrive is now.
Like I told you, I'm a Florida man. Central Florida specifically, so like Disney is near and dear to my heart. I am not a Disnoid, Disnerd, you know, Disney adult or anything like that. Not by a long shot. But what I do is recognize that there aren't a lot of minds with that kind of vision, right? Like, fuck it, we're doing this. It's gonna be expensive, it's gonna hurt, I'll take the risk, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna bring the best people in, and, you know, we're gonna make something special, something new, something that's never been done before. Walt did that, right? And if you want the brightest, craziest, most impractical example of that, which I wish it happened, I wouldn't live there, but like, I want it to have existed. If you go on YouTube, and I'll try to remember to link it. The last film that Walt appeared in was where he was pitching Epcot City. Not Epcot Center, not the theme park, no. Epcot City. The experimental prototype community of tomorrow. With his like trademark enthusiasm and, you know, quirkiness and sincerity, I'll say. He really believed he could build the city of the future and change how cities were built and how commuting worked and mass transit and, you know, so much more. The video is 28 minutes, and that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of people we need. Those are my folks. Those are the kind of people I want to be around, right? And I'm not a fanboy. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What does that even mean anymore? But like, I'm not gonna sit here and say no wrong. Nothing is. I'm not gonna say no bad things have happened in Star Citizen. That's not the case. But
please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I will assert that Chris Roberts and company are the closest thing to, I will say, classic, real, true Disney-style innovation back when Walt was alive that I've seen since well, ever.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign...
So we're gonna pick up the rest of our shipment, allegedly, here at Seraphim Station. Yeah, there we go. Since I'm here, I may as well, store my cool souvenirs and clothes on Webscape. I'm really becoming quite enamored with it. I'm not a medium ship like Millennium Falcon kind of guy. I'm a light fighter, turn and burn, you know. Mix it up in a dogfight kind of guy. And yet, somehow, that Constellation has been so damn reliable and so versatile and so just good of a ship that I can't help but just become enchanted with it. It's just that good. Doc Martin's space. I'll drop this here so I can hopefully sell it at Seraphim Station at some point. I think that should do it. This hangar needs a garbage can. Alright, let's bust out the tractor beam. And, oh yeah, I went to this. I was like, oh shit, it didn't show up. No, it's at the other freight elevator. Elevator. The tactical tractor. Yeah, for the amount of, time invested loading boxes, 100K is actually pretty damn good. I'll do this. I would, you know, do this mission again. What I've found is the time sink and actual expenditure, like your investment, like why you're getting paid in these cargo hauling missions, is not the flying and risk of the ship bumping into something you're getting attacked. It's what I'm doing right now. This takes a long time if you do it, depending how you do it. Like, it's gonna be a hell of a time suck. I have multi-crewed this ship once, effectively. This cool guy who had just started a couple days ago, you'll see him on my friends list there. He's like, hey, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, look, I'm running cargo. You want to hop on my ship? He's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, take this tractor beam. We'll go buy you one and help me load this shit, and I'll pay you a little over half of the back end profit, you know, like. So I did. It like cut the time in half, so it was worth it to me to pay him. And that's what I would call emergent gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that? It seems so small. But when you think about what had to happen for all the technology and all the work, all the art, all the physics, all the mathematics, all the logistics and blood, sweat, tears, passion that went into every aspect of this game that had to be in place for that, you know, fun evening of gaming to take place. It's some perspective, guys. I think it's an important one to keep. Being able to do this right now is a pretty damn big deal. I'm just playing Space Tetris with space cargo boxes loaded them into my spaceship here. There's more to it than that, is there not? This is one facet in the crazy experiment that is Star Citizen. Yeah, we need, this is something, whether you like Star Citizen or not, whether you agree with its financial practices, and by that I mean being willing to sell, you know, $900 ship to somebody or whatever. Like, some people have, I would say, a pretty good argument that that's not entirely shady, but it's not shady because, like, the people who spend that much money, like, they know what they're getting, possibly. They know it's a risk. And if you don't have that much money to waste on a game that may not materialize, well, then don't fucking spend it. Don't be an idiot. But, I can see their argument is my point. I don't happen to agree with it, but I can see it. And something like this, because the major studios will never go for something this crazy, it needs crowdsourcing, and we're the crowd, and why would the company hamstring itself by limiting its income from fans who are more than willing to pay? You know, I can see both sides of this, but at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter. It's just gonna go where it's gonna go. But for my part, I'm happy to have supported it as much as I have. I bought this ship with cash just because I believed in the game. And I was like, yo, I can lose this and it won't kill me. It's fine. I'd rather not lose it. I'd rather have the ship and do what I'm doing now and share it with friends, because that's just a fucking cool experience. It's really good. I think it'd be cool, like, at some point where, like, my ship comes under attack and what am I, either, like, me and a friend will take control of, one of us will take control of the ship, the Constellation itself, which I haven't named yet, and then the other one, probably me, will hop out of that snub fighter and do some fucking dogfighting. That day is coming. And, that's just really cool, guys. The physics processing that goes into this is just pure insanity. They had to invent it. I was there while they were doing it. It was not pretty. It was fucking, it was rough.
Engines off. Take off.
But, like, my system, ooh, hang on, I'm gonna have to land and fix that. Crew access airlock. Yeah, buddy. Alright, that's all I needed. That's my engineering station. Why are you beeping at me, bud? It'd be cool if I had somebody to man this while I'm doing things. Alright, we have all this extra power. Shut the weapons down. Keep things nice and cool. Power to engines, let's keep it from redlining. That looks pretty good to my eye. Oh yeah, we need sensors. keep all this power in reserve just because, like, whatever. Less wear and tear on my baby here. So, the impetus for me purchasing this ship is I had just made some extra spending money. You know, I was thinking, gee, I believe in this game. I had already bought my 300i.
Takeoff complete.
M50 and a bunch of other. Yeah, I melted the 300i, turned it into an M50, which is still my favorite. But what was going on? If you were there, you remember. There's a. I won't even give it the credit of calling it a rival. I won't even name the guy who has been shit-talking Chris Roberts and company for the, you know, some sour grape shit because he was building a space game and, you know, didn't quite work out. And I think you can technically play it. I may elaborate on that more some other time, but I was like, you know, screw this guy. I'm not gonna support this guy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna support my man Chris Roberts, who gave me such a cool experience and when I was a kid playing Wing Commander and all that. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just gonna put my money into Star Citizen, and I bought this ship. And I was gonna name it something like "You Are Not So Smart," which is one of my favorite books by David McRaney. I recommend it. It's a good book. You may be putting two and two together. You were there, you remember, whatever. Some, like, friggin' drama. The competitor, if you want to even give him the credit to call him that, kind of fizzled. I don't know anything happened. He was kind of a delusional guy where, like, Chris Roberts has the track record, the expertise, the credentials, you know, ability to deliver a damn good product. Where are we going here? Area 18. Okay, so we're gonna have to pull that up. And I just, you know, if I lose everything I've spent on Star Citizen, I'll be like, well, that sucks. But that wouldn't bother me as much as losing the game itself. Like I said, this is something special. So it's a bright spot in the world, you know, and we need those. It is no mere game. This is innovation. Short supply. The conceit of innovation is the optimism to think that things that you dream of, put the work into, might actually work out. If we can dream it, then we can do it. You know what I mean? With the news that we are getting in our respective feeds coming up pretty fucking dire with little or no hope to be seen. Something like Star Citizen where somebody's, a lot of people put their minds, their hearts and hands together and really put in the work to create something beautiful and new. Something that the technology when it was conceptualized, the technology to do what we're doing right now didn't exist. They had to build it. That is inspiring, guys. You know. At least it is to me. Your mileage may vary. You might be seeing this at some other point in my channel. capturing a side-on shot of one of my ships in quantum space, kind of in the corner like that, so I can use it for a transition with text. So you might see that again. To the respected Mr. Camacho, who composed the beautiful soundtrack for this game. Thank you. I cannot tell you how beautiful the music for this game is. It is. It's probably a lot of color, I would say, but it's good stuff. Kind of curious about this pixelated planet here. It looks like something on a cloud pump, but whatever. And now we see why. Oh, so last time I flew to Area 18, I got in some deep shit. We have to be very careful here about the controlled airspace. So I'm going to request a hangar and stick pretty damn closely to what looks like recognized space lanes. Because what I want to do is go down low into the city where the detail starts, the LODs start kicking in, and I start seeing like individual lights and floors and rooms in those buildings, because I want to fly between them because it looks awesome. But there is an airspace restriction there, and they seized my ship. I actually got a crime stat out of it, and I felt really bad. That was actually my first multiplayer, multi-crew experience. Guy wanted to ride here, and I was doing this, but lower, and I got deep shit. It displaced me. And him. He got kicked out, and I felt really bad. I still do, in fact. But, let's, hail them. As my, frame rate's dropped to sub 10, but, you know, use what you got. Gotta look for the lighthouse and get close to that, and that's gonna be where our hangars are. And look, I would love to zing my Constellation or M50 or whatever down between these buildings. If it ever becomes possible, I'll be doing that. Requested. I'm just gonna sit here until I get a beacon. I like how you have to wait. Like, that's because people are actually using the real life. I mean, the hangars, they're full. Like, you estimated wait is 100 seconds, but that's just like an estimate based on what the actual player is doing in the actual hangar that I need. Like, are they gonna get out in time? You know, whatever. Take your time, bro. I don't care. I'm enjoying the view. But hangar request completed. There we are. Okay, here's my hangar. I'm just gonna answer. You have no idea how badly I want to weave through these buildings. As we approach, you're going to see details kick in, and I'm going to focus on the hangar so as not to crash. It's a medium hangar? It looks so small from here. They say self land as is tradition. No fancy aero views or revel in York here in Hardcore that I know of.
Warning. Leaving safe zone. Warning. Leaving safe zone. Landing gear deployed.
Just realized this whole thing looks like a basketball court. Yikes.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
That's not good. I'm already out. Pitch down. I don't have good instrumentation for this, so I'm just gonna use visual references.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I will, bro. I think we can take our helmet off while we're here. I think that's a bug. Power plant failure. I just turned it off. That's the failure. I did shut it off. But like, that was the whole idea. There's no failure. It's just off. All right, let's drop the cargo and I'll follow. We're bringing supplies for a party and a concert here to Area 18, and I am all about that, ladies and germs. Freight elevator here. No, that's drone repair. We need to go over here. That's where we're going. Okay, cool. So, looks like we're probably wrapping up this mission. I just want to say thanks for chilling with me and enjoying some non-combat gameplay, which is not my usual style, but like, I do find it fairly chill and therapeutic, just kind of fun. It's more like the kind of fun you'd experience when, I don't know, let's say gardening or reloading or, you know, those, you know, rare days when it seems fun to clean. It's about on those lines. Little meticulous, little, you know, just predictable. It's organized, it's clean. And for a scatterbrain like me, every now and then, that's just what we need. Something thousand fake space bucks. I don't normally like grindy gameplay, but like, I don't know, for this, it's just chill. Just to experience the cool universe and fly this cool spaceship that I've really come to identify with as like kind of like flying through space home away from home. It feels like cozy and just trustworthy and good and fun. It's a good ship. Alright, somebody's got to come out. Yeah. How about you? There we go. Yawn. It's not the most thrilling gameplay, but that was the whole point. I just wanted to put this on and relax and talk about stuff that wasn't too stressful or challenging, but you know, just kind of chill and move space stuff. It's the home of future living. Actually, Area 18 is not my home of future living, but it's a place I go shopping, that's for sure. I would hang out here. I would definitely come here to shop for space parts and space guns. And space clothing and space armor. So the RSI Constellation Andromeda, I gotta say, has been paying my space bills, and then some. That's my moneymaker. I do sometimes run. I prefer combat missions. That's just my jam. That's why I'm here. But days like this, where I'm just like, I just can't be fucked with it. I don't want to be that amped up. I'm out of gas, guys. It's been a long day. You just want to chill, cruise around space a little bit, play some 3D space Tetris, make some space bucks while you're doing it. This cargo hauling business, and something like the Andromeda or the Raft or whatever you happen to have doesn't really matter. It's pretty chill. It's a good way to wind down, and that's what I've really come to love. One of the things I've come to love about Star Citizen is it's not just one thing. It's like a lot of things. Yeah, it's got some of the best goddamn dogfighting, like tactical 3D rapid fire, super twitchy fire and maneuver space combat I've ever experienced. Probably the best. Actually, when it works the best of anything I've ever played as far as space dogfighting goes. And you have to be on your A game or you're just gonna get fucked up. Like, it's that demanding. But also, if you just want to cruise around and chill and look at the cool stuff to see, like, it's got you. If you just want to, like, move space crates and make some space bucks, you can do that. It'll finance your dogfighting habit, you know what I mean? It's just, this game got you covered. If you want to explore, if you want to go mining, if you want to run trade routes, if you want to put your own space bucks on the line and buy some commodities and buy low and sell high and move it, you can do that. Like, it's... no, I've got 624 space bucks. That's pretty fucking rad. Yeah. Just, if you're a space nerd of any kind, this game has you covered, and it's only getting better. There's only more kinds of gameplay coming out. There's going to be crafting and exploring and science. I'm really wanting to be, because I'm a scientist at heart, like, no joke. I really want to see what they do with science gameplay. And I'm not talking about the Newtonian physics of dogfights, which is
vehicle
really
retrieval system.
my bread and butter, but
Your vehicle has been moved to our store. Please visit us again.
you know, how are they going to gamify science in a way that feels distinct from hauling cargo or mining or whatever? Exploration, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm curious how they're going to do that. But based on everything I've seen and done thing I've experienced with Star Citizen since it started, since Arena Commander booted up, since the hangar module, hangar module. Do you remember hangar module? Yes. Since the PU opened up, every single step has, every iteration just kind of blown me away, and none of it's been perfect. Riker, none of it has been on the money. Like, I can't ask for better. There's always been something a little broken or a little tweakable, but that's because it's open development. It's not going to be a finished product. And while it's an alpha, so we should not expect it.
Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous stay.
That sounds corporate. But I guess that's Area 18, isn't it? It's ArcCorp. So yes, of course, it's going to be a... We hope you have a beneficial transaction.
Please be aware that
Subspace,
while
bro.
in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
I'd rather put it in the can, but it won't let me. So let's take a peek out here, because like you guys need to see this. This is at low settings. My system doesn't suck. I'm happy to have
Hello,
it, but like
and welcome to Riker Memorial Space
I'm not doing the game justice.
servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
That ship out there is probably a player character. Taking off, doing what we're doing.
Thank you for
Future
visiting
port.
ArcCorp, Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous
At high enough
stay.
settings, you could probably actually read that. Bro, where's your clothes? Alright, whatever. You do you. So I'm gonna ride the transit platform to
Your personal
the
belongings
habitation
are your personal
area.
responsibility.
The hotel or whatever they happen to have here. I don't know.
At all
Never really. I haven't spent much time at Area 18 since it was first unveiled. In fact, I don't think I've been here since. Oh, VIP lounge. Do I have a big enough VIP-ness to get in here? Apparently I do.
Please be
Oh
aware
yes, I'm very
that while in the
VIP.
Stanton system
FBI.
and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are
Report
still
all unattended baggage to authorities. Center Mass is a great name for a firearm show. Customs officers. Oh, looks like they have some government inefficiency.
Hello.
Actually, it's corporate inefficiency. Looks like they're having some kind of problem here. Or party. Looks like something that might happen on the hub. Anyway, I don't know. I'm in Florida. I can't get to the hub anymore. Thanks to the Republican Party. I love you guys. Go fuck yourselves. Because I can't anymore. Anyway, we're gonna not talk about that subject right now. Yeah, age verification. Yeah. We're gonna go in this
Stand
little
clear.
tree.
Doors are now closed.
Like, watch all these other vehicles that are just like zooming by. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, it's an old school 300i. It's the old one. There's the 350R. Oh man. I'm glad that's still in the game. That's so cool. I didn't know that. That was a beautiful design. I really loved it. Like, I've got the 325A, and when they changed it, I was kind of like, it's cool, I guess. I really did love the old one. That was my, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad it's still here some way. It was too cool to just toss out. It's in the traffic in Area 18, you know. American Airlines, something special in the air. Wait, oh, it's AVA, not AA. Okay. How cool is this, guys? I love it. You look like a good Joe. So, girl, I can see right through you. I know all about you. Cool. Where am I? I don't know. We're gonna get off of the train. Convention Center. Really, I just want to get to the hotel or something. Spaceport's up there.
Convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of Arcon. City flight is business travel.
There's a
made
hospital
simple.
there. There's a trade. There's people. I don't see a hospital. Well, all right, what do these signs say? I'm not suspect here. There's food and drinks. Ship parts. Habitats in the retail plaza. Where is that? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go out here. We're gonna go this crazy octopus robot design here with the person head right here. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go up
Waiting
through here. Look at the
passengers
cool
should
gear
be
sculpture,
mindful
which I
of the
love.
platform's edge.
It just
Strong
is so
winds
cool how
can
they did
arise
that. And then we're gonna go up to like this. And that'll probably end the play session for the day. Pardon the frame rate, but you know, use what you got. I think there was a customs check here before. There it is. So for them to build this gear sculpture, this sphere, they had to build it so that certain gears spinning in certain ways were meshing with each other, and like these had to be separated because otherwise they're gonna grind. Like, so this is a pretty cool study, I think. Just neat, right? Like, there's so much that keeps me coming back to this game. So good. So good. So close, just fun. Love it. Even if my graphics settings are horrible, you get the idea. If you got a decent system, this game will sing songs to you. You know what I mean? Oh, the Trade Center. Yeah, okay. I remember when this was all just like Area 18. It was like it was the non-persistent universe. It was just like a space you could spawn into and explore a little bit. You couldn't actually do anything here, but you could walk around. Like this little newscast wasn't there. I think this curved around into like some kind of like a garbage dump or something. Yeah, Kasab Outlet. I remember that. I think that was out that big by the gears though. And here's the habitation center. I remember looking over this and thinking, wow, cool. Traffic shoots through here. Like there's actually ships and cars and stuff that does this. Just sleep virtually and in real life. So, thanks for watching Hangarzilla79. Thanks for listening to my bullshits. Thanks for tuning into my channel yet once more. I think a normal YouTuber would be like, hey, well, here, use my referral code. I don't really care. Don't use my referral code. It doesn't matter to me. Just, if you haven't played Star Citizen, use somebody's referral code because it does give you like 5,000 credits in game. Like, I'm not too concerned whether I get any or not. I've got plenty of shit in this game. I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't let you rent a specific cab room, so I'm just gonna go up the elevator on the floor or whatever. What's this homie doing? Cool helmet. Anyway. Let's go to the first floor and pretend I found my own room and call it a day. And thanks for tuning in. Maybe next time we'll be flying those dogfight pew pew shoot shoots. The reason I'm actually here in Star Citizen, to do that kind of stuff. Chill sessions like this one, they go a long way too. And, pretty happy to be able to do this. If you can't tell. So thanks for tuning in. Good hunting out there. Catch you on the next one.